Hello, my name is Pete Martin. This is a demonstration of the chromatic scale. We're going to start with the single string chromatic scale, which I'll do on the first string. Then we're going to do the open position chromatic scale. Then we'll combine the two. And then I'm going to show you two other forms of the chromatic scale, which are closed positions. That means there are no open notes when you play these forms. A chromatic scale is a series of half steps. A half step is the distance between one fret to the next on the guitar, or from one key to the next key on the piano. If I'm on a piano, I'm going from white key to white key in some cases, where there's two adjacent keys, such as the notes B, C, and E, F, which have no note in between them. Or I might be going from a white key to a black key, or a black key to a white key. Example would be if I'm going from D to D sharp, or the other direction from E to E flat. D sharp and E flat are played the same way. They're called enharmonic tones, E-N-H-A-R-M-O-N-I-C, enharmonic. They're different notes because they're written differently on the staff. They have different names, but they're played the same, and they have the same vibrations per second, known as frequency, which we commonly call pitch. On the guitar, we're going from fret 0 to fret 1. That's a distance, a change in pitch, an interval. An interval is a change in pitch, and it also has direction. So that was an ascending interval from E to F. And first fret to second fret is E to F sharp. That location and pitch could also be described as G flat. Instead of one fret higher than F, it's one fret lower than G, so we call that G. Here's a G, there's a G flat. And we're not going to play with the technique I'm showing you. I got my fingers tucked away so you can see what fret I'm playing clearly. So we're going to use this one string chromatic scale to go from E open to E on the 12th fret. If we went from open to each, we play every interval, every ascending interval there is in an octave. Again, what I just did is I played every ascending interval that there is in an octave. I will have a different video on intervals. But here we're playing chromatic, which means we play every note in the octave sequentially, at least every note that we identify in Western music. Eastern music uses quarter steps. Western music uses half steps. The musical note naming system I cover in another video, but it tells you the sequence of letters. So we're using the alphabet C to C, but we're starting on E because this is the open E string, first string, E string. When we play it open, it sounds the pitch E. So we're playing E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp. I've got all fingers down. Now I'm going to use my rotator cuff or my shoulder primarily, a little bit my elbow joint, okay? And I'm not going to move my fingers or my hand at all. I'm going to rotate my elbow and my shoulder to move my first finger from first fret to fifth. Watch. First. This looks like I'm moving 6 inches, but I'm hardly moving at all. And descending, I'm going to have my pinky's going to target the fret below where my index is. Each finger gets a fret here. I'm using one finger, one fret assignment. Pinky's on the 12th fret. E, E, E flat, D, D flat, C, B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F, E. The nomenclature or naming system is when you ascend, you use sharps, when you descend, you use flats. So E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. then descending E flat, C, excuse me, E flat, D, B, C, B flat, A flat, G flat, F, E. But notice, once the finger's down, it stays down. That's the technique that we're using here. I'm using alternate picking between down and up, down, up, alternating between down and up with my right hand. So here we go again. That wasn't executed well. That's why we practice these in their exercises. I want this pinky on the 4th fret, the index on the 5th fret to sound the same as if I was playing index